Patrick Lencioni is one of our favorite authors. He's sort of a leading expert in the field of organizational health. And I heard him speak one time about the role of the reminder, that he doesn't think of himself as a teacher, more instead that he's a reminder of things that we've already learned, things that even we learned in third grade. And that's very much how I see myself with my clients, as their sort of chief reminder officer, that my role is to teach them things that they already know, that they learned when they were young, that they learned as they were becoming leaders, but that we forget as we go through our daily lives. Things like respect for your employees, treating them well, things like having humility as you make every decision, and also your echo, what we call the echo, are the most important questions in a company. We first help our clients answer what these questions are, which is, why do you exist? What do you do? What is most important right now? What do you value? How will you succeed? And who does what? The 6 most important questions to answer in any organization we call the echo. And your answers to that echo are what you need to reverberate through your organization. You need to be the chief reminder officer of these things to your employees. And we're not talking about just once a week having a meeting and sort of saying something about them. Rather, we're saying that 20 times per day, you need to be making decisions based on the answers to those questions. You need to be reminding people of their role, of their core values, of how we behave according to the 9 ground rules, with humility, with respect for each other, with speaking your mind openly, directly. These are things that the role of the leader is to constantly be this reminder. I often hear, Alan, your stuff is a little bit about common sense. And my response to that is, yes, it is common sense, and yet how seldom is it behaved? Is it lived out in an organization? And the reason is because we're human beings. We forget what's important. We're bombarded with thousands of tasks. As far as humility, we forget. We are egocentric people. We forget that maybe we're not right all of the time. We forget to notice the other person's needs. And as a leader, my role is to get what is common sense into common behavior. That has to be done with constant reinforcement. Every decision that's made in the organization, you pause and you make sure that you're making those decisions based on your echo, based on the things that are most important. And what we find is that the role of the leader as a reminder is at least as important as the role of the leader in their existing job. So I encourage you, if you're a CEO, think of yourself as a CRO as well, a chief reminder officer. If you're a leader, encourage people, remind people of the things that are most important.